Hello, guys. How are you? Thank you for being here once again. Welcome to the stories about missing people, true crime stories, trying to solve the cases, the mystery cases. This time we talk about disturbing case that happened literally just a week away, and we are going to talk, unfortunately, about a beautiful earth angel murdered, Eliza Fletcher. In a pre-shuffle meditation, I have opened till now three different tarot decks just to check up this mess. It's not a mess. It's really a tarot spirits ordering whatever is happening here. And I already attached in video with the tarot view that you can see the cards on the top on Instagram. So do check up as well Instagram. It will be on Instagram, Twitter. I'm going to attach it later in a short version as well here on the short version on YouTube. So check everything with the Eliza Fletcher and Gala Travel link. Again, what happened to Eliza and where this going to take us. It's literally three different tarot decks for start confirming that there is involvement of the beloved and betrayal in the life of Eliza. So we are going to check what's happening the last days of Eliza life as well. We are going to try to connect to a ghost box, talking to spirits with Eliza as well. We are going to talk with Eliza through the tarot, talking to heaven as well. For a start, let's give a few notes about Eliza Fletcher from Memphis. On September 2nd, Eliza Fletcher hadn't returned from her usual early morning run. It is said that she was on the camera scene, being last time seen about 4 a.m., taking that early morning jogging route. As well, there is a notice on the camera that somebody was observing it from the car that will literally uh, follow her and take her in, kidnap her later on. And the same car was observing her about 20 minutes about. As well, later on, what happened inside of the car, it seems like there was a literally seen on the camera that there was literally whatever happened on the camera, there was um, inside of the car, definitely a kind of fight. She was really a fighter. Eliza was a fighter, trying literally to fight with her kidnapper predator. We're going to check, was that by chance predator or was that pre-ordered? Here is showing it was prepaid, arranged. So we're going to talk about who prepaid this, who is involved, and what's the true story about Eliza marriage as well. As well, I saw one video where on YouTube when literally a paparazzo media are trying to apologize to a husband of Eliza, and I do not understand why they would apologize to anybody except to our children of Eliza and Eliza pure family. Why they would apologize to a partner, her partner, because he is still suspected Roger over no discussion. So I don't understand that stupid video statement. The social media is apologizing to um, a father of her children, I mean to her husband, again by finding and accusing one, by the way, Afro-American person, finding him and accusing him for this same for this act. It's not necessarily means that he done it by his own will, because I see there was a teamwork. Look at two times I see a card of the teamwork and a family involvement and a cheater. in a family. So do not apologize, uh, because that relations was pretty damaged before even Eliza departed. Again, let's return to a start of what the journalists were talking about. On September 2nd, when Eliza Fletcher hadn't returned from her usual early morning run, her husband called Memphis Police Department. Again, there is as well the weirdness, the red flag again around that time frame, because as well he didn't call immediately. Why? Why he didn't call immediately? So I'm just trying to use another tarot deck, guys, to confirm the major arcana card to confirm where is the red flag in this story. First of all, there was literally a telephone, and I do believe her sneakers, her shoes found just on that parking, some about 2 hours later. So if she was kidnapped after 4 a.m., 4:30, literally 2 hours later, about 6:30, one of the neighbors passing there, he found, and as well, somehow her telephone, he returned to calling her family. He reached out and returned her telephone about 6:30 as well. Why from a 6:30 to a 7 a.m.? What was her husband's idea not to call immediately the police? That's a red flag as well. And that's why I see as well once more the betrayal of the partner of her husband. Again, will we find in the later on when there is investigation happening, don't be don't be so certain that just being accused, this person that is now in the jail that kidnapped her, that this case is closed, because her family will try literally to push the justice. There will be literally a judgment from a family of this whole trial, and they will literally, they know that there is a hidden truth, and somebody, they will literally ask the case, that definitely the somehow the court push it to finish it so fast with delivering this man that was already before having a similar act of kidnapping and even rape in the year before. And what's turning like the end of this closure of this mystery of this crime is going to turn as well like a benefits, material benefits for her family, for her, who else, for her husband. And it seems like as well rolling into the later on into that, who is taking inheritance, who is taking the money. Everything goes around the story about lust and money and greediness. Look at about abundance, cash being paid, being teaming up with the killer, and yes, the family is involved. As you see, eventually her marriage partner is involved, and that's why I confirmed 2 times. Look at the father of her children, betrayal. Having the lover, is that a nanny involved? I'm going to ask, because definitely this relationship was doomed the moment was interference of the third party of that woman entering their house. And I'm going to check, is that really late, because look at somebody trying to escape, somebody trying to escape the justice. So will the justice will be served? Wow, there is literally unknowing every, there is a pre-feeling with the high priestess card. For me in true crime stories, for me high priestess is talking about there is literally unknowing, everybody knows that, so clear that the marriage partner is involved. even if he sent the third party to do that thing instead of him. Again, was that a missed opportunity to do it a different style research? There was definitely under the contract, as you see, was the person under the contract, that guy who kidnapped her. As well, this person was before involved in this family business, as you see with the Seven of Pentacle. This person was before involved. I saw two times the Seven of Pentacle with two decks, major arcana decks, and it's always about a money, a stake of the money, and seems like as well somebody wanted to finish the cycle with his wife. And who is that? Her husband, right? And this is like a public secret. With the high priestess and secret, it seems like everybody knows and keeping up the secret. And here again, everybody knows that he was cheating. Wow, is that the cheater inside of the house? Wow, the father of the children involved. Look at father of the children involved in the cheating two times. Again, guys, this is the fourth tarot deck confirming the same idea as well. There was literally a sexual connection in his surroundings. So yes, there was a third party involved. This is a third party, another woman, and I look at the Three of Cups, again confirming the third party, and here Three of Swords confirming that thing, and then a lover confirming that idea that this marriage was really fake, that her husband was cheating. And look at, did I just say his husband was cheating? The next card is he's a playboy, of course. And as well, seems like he was really he was in denial of divorcing for the sake of the family. Look at rejecting to divorce to finish this fake marriage, uh, and unfortunately, by her rejecting to finish fighting just for the keeping up the family, this injustice took her to a position of execution. Again, why execution? Because there was a material codependence from her husband to what she will have to inherit. Eliza Fletcher. I mean, Eliza. Again, I'm going to repeat. This is one of the tips for empowering the women. Do do not ever say to a lover, future husband, even simple dater, just have fun. Do not ever say what's your real financial situation. Do not show off with your family name. The best was forever Eliza to have all life from being adult at the age of 18 or 21 back in US to be under the fake family name, because Eliza was the target for the moment when she met, because met, I just heard met, this was everything arranged, it was totally a setup as well. Eliza's husband was literally chasing her like a target. That was he was just cha- he was just chasing for abundance, for a cash. That marriage, that was literally arranged marriage by his own twisted mind. Unfortunately, she was literally in illusion. Such a nice lady, literally just torn apart by this evil, pure evil. Wow. Again, I'm going to ask once more, was her husband involved paying off that guy? Wow. Look at that was a fast solution. That was the fastest solution. Wow, and look at behind. He do regret now. Wow, because that was his greediness for lust and cash and not wanted to have decent divorce. He just wanted to be with the lover, but as well to keep up the money of the wife. Wow, wanted to find solutions. Suddenly was literally a fast track decision. Instead of divorce, better remove Eliza. And that was his egocentric decision. He was impatient, look at with this card, and it's so obvious there will be a proof for what we are talking about as well. I saw as well the I do believe if the family of Eliza Fletcher that we saw in the cards, there will be a judgment and asking to have a second trial and be involved of investigation from a different angle. And literally at that moment there will be the researching the rest of her family and whatever going to find over technology thing tracking and whatever the texts they're going to find out betrayal, the lust, the greediness and preparation of this evil act. Definitely on the bottom here of the last deck, actions were taken and there is a proof over the technology thing. I just heard it like that. One second, let me try to open for you guys the ghost box. With Eliza's husband will be put on trial. Wow, there is a judgment call, but it takes time. Look at guys, it takes time, but the family will literally pursue a second trial, renew of the trial. With the Wheel of Fortune, they will ask literally the court to have a new investigation. Yes, the family will ask that. Uh, Again, let's open. We are going to hear the news later on from in autumn. We are going to literally look at from the 10 map. We are going to literally uh, one second. Ghost box starting. One second. Let me open just to start connect with spirits, guys. The advertiser here. Dear spirits. Second to put the volume. Dear spirits, we're trying to connect to Eliza Fletcher. Eliza, Eliza. Again, guys, one more of my little cousin is called Eliza. She lives in UK. So thank you for being here, Eliza. Wow, I got the goosebumps. Again, the spirit is of Eliza is with us. Confirmation always by my body reaction, and the ghost box said yes. Eliza, are you with us, Eliza Fletcher? Did you like my reading? Are you agreed where my reading is taking? Eliza, is it your husband involved? Eliza Fletcher. Are you comfortable to talk about this? Eliza Fletcher. She just said on the start yes. And again, guys, I just mentioned that my little cousin Eliza is literally giving me like a connection to this story as well. It's a part of the woman empowerment, any of the story of missing mom or missing girl. So to listen these stories is a part of the tips for you what not to do or how to observe the lover or husband, not to be in denial, how to notice the red flags in your marriage or fake relationship. Eliza Fletcher, Are you aware who is the guilty one for your murder? Eliza? Eliza, do you think your husband arranged that that person to kill you? On the start was just one yes. Again, guys, is what I'm going to use the tarot talking to heaven. Eliza Fletcher, your spirits, please give us connection again with Eliza Fletcher. Did we lose her? She just started to talk with us. She just confirmed on the start. Eliza Fletcher. Wow, the first one talking with the heaven message. I send you the loving sign through the nature. That's a message to her family. As well, one of the signs are these tarot readings that will show up, and this will not be the only one channeling about Eliza Fletcher case will be inspiration for many mediums and tarot readers to talk about, and many investigation and true crime channels as well. Look at, she's literally learning at the moment, she's being confused, literally switching to that another level, another dimension where her spirit is away from a planet Earth, right? I just heard like I'm when you check into the hotel in a new fresh place and a fresh first time being in a hotel and a first time being in some place, that's her business. She's thrilled being on that place, and she's super busy while studying the small details how to handle her spirit in that another dimension outside of planet Earth. I don't I find her spirit being at ease. They tell me what about they? Eliza Fletcher, are you here? What about they? Can you give me more? What was dangerous? It's dangerous, literally. Yes, you shouldn't do that in the nighttime. You shouldn't jog in the nighttime. You want to make a point for girls not to jog alone in the nighttime? Do you regret that you didn't do the jog in the daytime? Do tell me. Definitely. Wow. Definitely there is a regret on her side. I'm just holding the start, the first segment of this card. So connecting to the answer, confirmation to what she just said shortly. Eliza Fletcher. Eliza, you maybe you mind that I call you Eliza, the European style. There was a very nice piece called Nocturno for Eliza, and my little cousin got the name by this. She's living in UK. Dear Eliza, are you still with us? Dear Eliza, are you still with us? Dear Eliza, are you still with us? Eliza, why are you quiet now? You started well. Wow, we are connected. Her answer is we are connected. Even if she's in silence, we are connected. Wow, I feel her presence. Eliza, do you agree with my channeling about your case? And I touch the card of a teamwork. Bless. Thank you. She just said bless, guys. She thinks that she find a blessing into my reading like a talent, right? Right, Liza? As well, I do see that literally the teamwork was crucial, and I find her hard to speak. Eliza, do you feel, guys? Are you still, is it hard for you to talk about betrayal of your husband? Oh my God, guys, is coming just from her. Eliza, is it hard to talk about betrayal of your husband and him cheating on you as well? Wow. If she knew all these betrayals, she would live the life differently. Okay, she just said, okay, guys. I'm guessing she confirmed. Wow. Today, literally through the Tarot of Heaven, we're connected instead of the ghost box because Eliza has still obstacle to talk about. She just make a short sentence, one word. You're not in the mood to talk, okay, Eliza? Rest in peace and do support me with more tarot channeling in future about what about old? Tell me. Old? What is old? Old news? It's not news? It's old news? Father? Yes. What about father case? It's old news. This was the person that was already in your family, interfering with your family before in the legal office of your uncle, right? In 2000, when he kidnapped the partner of your uncle. That's that's somebody who was already interfering with your family business, right? Old friend of your father or old friend of your uncle. One second. Let's check that thing. Was the killer the old friend of her uncle? Yes, the answer is yes. Ace of Pentacles. Was the killer now prepaid from your prepaid from your husband? Jude. Who is the Jude, guys? Just guys, be aware she just said Jude. Is that the nanny? Who is in the house? The Jude. Is the Jude literally look at arrange the vehicle was waiting for her? Did they expect that they will get some cash, but she was resisting? Was it really a pre-planned a kidnapping that turned to literally everything for the sake of cash? The kidnapping gone bad because you were a fighter, you were resisting. Was it idea of the nanny, Jude? Who was Jude? Was Jude a nanny in your house? Wow, 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 wow. The betrayal. This is a friend of yours. Wow, look at. This is a friend of you, Eliza. This is definitely a family. This is a person that was there arranged, somebody who's taking care instead of a mommy, instead of mommy. Was it your nanny, babysitter? Was this babysitter involved in relationship? Wow, betrayal. Wow, wow, wow. Betrayal. Was this real old? Do tell me. Was this what is it about old? Was this old lover? ex-lover of your husband. Was this ex-lover of Jude? Her name is Jude, guys. Wow. Somebody, goodbye. Goodbye, Eliza. Sorry for disturbing you. Rest in peace. Guys, this was very peaceful. This was very peaceful um, channeling and talking with the spirit of Eliza. Um, we should research and just be aware who is this truth, because at the end it's showing up two times or three times, recalling the name and then telling as well that is a person that somebody already know. Everybody knows who is this person, like old friend, or the family friend. Who is that person? You're welcome to leave the comments if you know this in future. Again, guys, it seems like there was a reason, financial reason for this betrayal. It seems like that woman has organized, arranged like teamwork with the kidnapper that's turned wrong. Two times I saw the teamwork, everything for the sake of cash. Somebody was literally arranged, somebody who was working for this family was literally betraying the family. As well, it goes the story around, look at, around the top figure in her family, and like not finishing this, not finish, you not finish uh, the cycle, karmic cycle with that older male figure in the family, and that's why somebody returned for execution because of injustice. Wow. Because of justice. Look at the execution, the death is here as well. Who are these people? Definitely seems like a father, king of cup turned to be a king of wands, and there is a female, a third party situation. Where is it? 1 second. Yes, I'm here. The cards over here. Look at the people who are paid to do that job instead of a real killer. The mastermind was a family person, a father figure who turned to be a playboy, and all the community know this secret. Like it's a public secret. Everybody's aware that he was cheating, and eventually this was a person under the contract. This was a person who was working for them as well, involved in connection with him. It's pretty messy. It's definitely involved not even two people, it involved like three people, like the person that was arranged for kidnapping, and there is a lover, and there is that family member, male figure. Unfortunately, father figure a few times the same. The father of the children, her husband, King of Cups. That's turned to a pure playboy and wanted to just to literally finish her and take everything for the sake of the cash. And just observing just the first deck, this was an angel guidance that I asked, was her husband involved in her murder? I got the answer, yes, the marriage card and everything for the sake of abundance. Wow. Because this marriage was arranged and he was cheating around the playboy, look at, and the third party situation. And as well, there is literally do check up. There was a situation where she was already aware, she was doubting, she was researching, she checked online eventually. I asked in pre-shuffle meditation, was she aware that he's cheating on her? And she was checking something online, is that his mailbox or telephone, and literally her doubts were confirmed online that behind this friendship was something more. This was not just a friendship with the nanny, this was literally totally fake and cheater connection. Father figure, her husband turned to a lover, and a range person, paid person, part of the team to execute her. Again, guys, for today, this was this was enough. I'm waiting for your comments. Welcome your comments. As well, we said on the start that the mix of the today was very special. The way we used the ghost box, it was mixed parallel. The ghost box short one word and then explain the answer with the Tart of Heaven. It was perfect match, and just do check up from the start of the reading. It will make a sense to you. And the last message, that was the first message from Tart of Heaven for her family. Again, I have pressure in the ear, confirming the spirit is of Eliza is here. Oh my God. Look at her message from heaven. She literally to her children and beloved one. She's literally sending, communicating literally through the nature. I send you the loving sign through the nature, through the animals, through the birds, through the butterflies. That's amazing. And that's her sign. Whenever you see butterfly, some dog, cat, bird, literally, and think over Eliza or your mother, literally Eliza, look at it will be the confirmation that she's next to you. And as well, definitely for the pets, she's talking for the pets with her children. So cute and so sad at the same time. Let Eliza find the peace and rest in peace wherever her spirit is transferred now outside of the planet Earth, and let the justice will be served, and let's pray that the justice will be served, and they will hear the news, revealing news from October, the news of what was missed in this court case. Is it in October arriving the court case uh, of that kidnapper that will involve the other people? It seems so. I'm going to ask just once more. Will the court case with the kidnapper involved, and will he the wow, yes, that he was literally under the contract to eliminate her. One second. Will the kidnapper reveal her husband is involved and his lover? Wow, yes, it was a team. Guys, again, the team card. Remember, amazing team card here. One second. So, judgment call will show up during the court case. We will there will be understanding that this was a betrayal and everything was free of pentacle, free of pentacle. Two decks confirming it was a teamwork. That's what it will be shown, and arrange just the business for him. Eight of pentacle, eight of pentacle, but arrange from her husband. and his lover. It seems like these days the woman they shouldn't even marry, they shouldn't dare to trust any man, the father of their children. So scary. This is just one of the cases where it confirmed where the husband just take away the life of his wife or his girlfriend, of the mother of his child. So that's why this case I'm going to call it missing mom part XX. It should be maybe triple X because we have till now had so many cases of missing mom or murdered mom. Guys, welcome to check. This will be added to a playlist. Justice will be served, and I hope that somehow I give a piece to a family uh, of Eliza Fletcher, and I hope that her real friends and her real family and her children will have a closure by finding the truth and that the real organizer, mastermind of this murder will be in jail soon. Peace and love, and thank you in advance for the PayPal support.